Hi, you're watching Parents TV. I'm Jessica Hartshorn, the Senior Lifestyle Editor for American Baby Magazine, and I'm joined today by Heather Maclean, the author of the Baby Gizmo Buying Guide. Today we're going to talk about bottles and bottling supplies, and thank you for joining us, Heather, with all your stuff.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so when you're going to bottle feed your baby, which you might do whether you're doing that exclusively or breastfeeding and just want to give an occasional bottle.
Yes.
Either way, you're probably going to end up with bottles in your house. And
yes.
Where do you even begin to shop?
Well, it's one of the items that moms think they choose, but actually the baby chooses for you. It's all about what your baby will take, and it's especially important if you are still breastfeeding and supplementing or using the bottle so other people can feed. The baby needs to love the bottle. So what I recommend is buy one of everything. They're only about $4. Test them on your baby, and when you find one that you love, buy as many as you can.
Okay.
And there are many styles of bottles. There's the standard bottle and the wide neck bottle, the angled bottle for better airflow. They don't get so many gas bubbles. There are bottle systems as well, which come with special nipples to cut down on gas. Dr. Brown's has a really fancy system. And then the drop-in disposable liners with Playtex.
Which can make cleaning easier.
Yes, can make cleaning easier. So all of them, bottles are a pain to wash no matter what, but if you find a bottle that's a good match for your baby, it's well worth it.
Okay, and so if you're pregnant and thinking about it, you should just go out and get a couple different ones. Maybe talk to your friends and see what was working for them.
Exactly, you won't know till the baby's born.
Sure.
So I would buy one of each. Don't register for the 12-pack of any kind, because then you've ripped it open and your baby doesn't like it.
Right.
And you're done. So just one. Don't put it on your registry. But it really comes down to the nipple choice. And there are two types of materials. There's latex, which is the yellow colored rubbery looking one, and then there's silicone, which there are pros and cons to both. A lot of babies like the latex better because it's softer, but eventually it will crack and break down. You just need to replace them often. The silicone doesn't break down, and they do have a much better job of not collapsing in the baby's mouth, but they're very hard, and a lot of babies don't like to suck on them. There are different shapes of nipples as well. You have traditional nipples, and then you have even orthodontic nipples, which are flat and supposedly help the baby feed more naturally. They sort of lick the hole on the side. There are odd-shaped, some have long teats, some have really short teats. And especially for breastfeeding babies, what I found really works is the bigger nipples so that they can squish that up against their face. It's really comforting to them. And there are even nipples with a little, it's the tiniest bit rough, so that the baby's used to it, because moms aren't smooth like silicone.
Just a little bit of texture.
Yes.
And so each bottle is going to come with an array of different nipples to try for that bottle.
Yeah, so I would buy one bottle and a couple different nipples. Again, it's a small investment, but well worth it, rather than struggling for 3 months with a bottle your baby hates, and then you think it's formula or you think it's colic, and really it was just the nipple.
And you start with a slow flow nipple.
Yes, the nipples are all flow based on your baby and your baby's appetite. Some newborns can handle a medium, and you can basically tell if the baby's gagging, it's too much. If the baby is, sucking and spending a lot of energy and the bottle isn't draining very quickly, it's probably time to move up to the next flow.
And they're usually like a number, right? Like 1 is slow flow, and
yes,
then 2 or something
it goes
like
by age for some, number for some, color
depending
for some.
on the brand.
Yes, exactly.
All right, now how do you handle bottles safely and keep them clean?
Well, there is a lot of safety scares right now about plastic bottles. Right now it's BPA that everyone's trying to avoid. What you can do is follow some simple rules to make sure you're not exposing your child to any extra chemicals. And the number one is never heat a plastic bottle.
Okay.
Heat the milk, but not the bottle. What I recommend is to put the milk in a microwave-safe coffee mug just for a couple seconds, just to lukewarm. Stir it up to make sure the middle is nice and even temperatured, and then pour it into the baby bottle.
Or see if your baby will just take milk cooler. Maybe they'll like cool milk, and then you can get away without heating it at all.
If you can get your baby to like room temperature milk, it's the most, it's the easiest to work with, because they're not used to the chill and they're not used to warm. So.
And you say to avoid bottle sterilizers. Why?
Yes, well actually I just think it's a not necessary item.
Okay.
It's one of those that moms run out for, but the idea of sterilizing bottles came about before tap water was as safe to drink as it is now. So if you have a healthy baby and you have safe tap water at home, Soapy water is just fine. It will clean them perfectly. The other thing to keep in mind is to throw away your bottles every couple of months. If they start to discolor, crack, or scratch, because bacteria can hide in the scratches, especially the nipples, if they start to look worn or discolored, toss them and get new ones. That's the safest thing to do for your baby.
And this is a cool little extra gadget you brought. Can you explain what you do with these?
Yes, there are tons of great feeding accessories, and the most common one is the formula keeper or the snack keepers. This is a new product by Baby, and what I love about it is it's 5 compartments that can be used separately. You can use just one, snap it off, or you can use all 5, and the lid will go on all of them. But it can be used for formula or snacks or pacifiers. So, and it's really slim. It fits right in your diaper bag. So I actually put an extra pacifier in there so it doesn't get crumbs on it, and some Cheerios and some formula. So yeah, that's a great new product.
All right, and this is a drying rack and a bottle brush. Can you put bottles in a dishwasher as well?
You can, yes. The big thing is not to heat the bottle. Microwave can melt the bottle and change the consistency of a bottle. A dishwasher is safer. And if your child is sick, you might want to actually go one step further with sterilizing bottles. And all that you need to do is either dishwasher on sterilize, or you can get a pot of boiling water and dip them for like a minute.
Great
advice.
Off
the germs, yes.
Thank you, Heather. If you'd like to learn more, go to babygizmo.com, and also the Baby Gizmo Buying Guide is in stores now. Thanks for watching Parents TV, your source for the best information for your growing family.
Thank you for watching Parents TV, our families, our lives.